Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next
I'll have to
second...
figure out another voice for her. Oh my god. Well, hello there.
Go for it!
Well, hello there.
Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
Is that better? Should I go with that?
Yes, that's
Oh,
actually
you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill.
What the fuck is this?
Her tongue is so long.
Toko, what happened to you?
She joined Kiss. Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. Bleh.
It's to her fucking sternum.
Yep.
God
Every
damn.
girl's dream.
That's why G. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
She's so intense. Oh.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body. This one is so different from the one we've come to know. Yes, well, the world's composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every ending has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little light. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack.
Hey, that would be pretty badass.
This is beyond insane.
Now what this is, my young Makoto, is yandere.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know we were playing Yandere Simulator.
Hell yes. Miss Jack, or Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
She's so cute.
That is really cute, weirdly.
Some of us think that you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true.
Of course that's not true. How dare you try to link me with that creepazoid? Creepazoid.
Wait, what?
He's making a freakazoid.
It's an old cartoon.
Freakazoid.
And another thing, the police and government and society and the outside world are totally powerless.
Oh, I see what she was saying. Never mind.
I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. Hurt you. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again! Do I need to turn it down?
It's a little too loud.
Is it? I don't know, I'm asking.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you down a little bit because you are at 62%, but you're not blowing my ears, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Trying too hard, my boy. A motive?
No motif, you fucking imbecile. Remember what Monokoma told us? Monokoma, not Monokoma. Someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jill. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, you're wrong. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. What?
Oh.
I'm a genius. But I can't imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, But nevertheless, it's the truth. Do you really expect any of us to believe you? Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster. Actually...
Maybe
Objection.
she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get more details about all of this. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Library desk lamp.
Really?
Oh, right. Well, maybe, I don't know. Sorry, but I didn't want to kill anyone. Or, you say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it? Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
I'm out of slow juice.
Give it up. You killed her.
Is Genocide Jack really the killer? I feel like something doesn't match up. So what doesn't match up?
What are the other options?
I didn't kill
Status of
anyone.
the dead body, disappearing stain.
Disappearing stain.
What was a disappearing stain?
That was
Coffee.
the coffee stain.
Oh,
Ah, okay, that's bad. Where am I shooting it?
oh, did we miss a stain? Oh, fuck. Whoops.
I think the whatever operandi.
Uh-oh.
Okay, to save our score, that's wrong.
So it's the stain?
It's not the stain.
So it's not the... Is it
It's
the
the
operandi?
state of the body,
Yep,
Oh.
and it is the operandi.
yep.
What does our score matter?
Coins.
And he just wants a high score, which I totally understand.
No, coins.
Objection!
Sure, of course.
No, it...
Uh-huh,
see-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck off. Whatever.
Yeah!
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. Something Gassy pointed out earlier, there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How is it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you. I love her.
That's hell rude.
Scissors! And they're all men,
Yep,
now that I look at it.
still you.
Oh, well, I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Good news if you like her, by the way. She has her own side game.
Hell yeah. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happens to Hiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine. I'm offended.
Let me rephrase that. In a way that maybe makes more sense to you idiots. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. One clear difference between the murders.
The injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right? Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? There's one more conflicting detail. One more thing.
One more. That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is in a tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Oh, I'm hungry!
Sam, I'm like, fuck. So, are you saying the other difference has to do with the body and how it was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended.
What was
used?
Thing. Yeah.
Very good. Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
So specifically pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Ah, no, my dice.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. And you never got caught? Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And, you know what else?
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? You refer to me?
Yeah, I'm one of the cool kids. Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
You were too far away again, Wolfgang.
Give me the Big Mac.
Yes.
Shut up!
Huh?
Stay down. My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims are in each Genocide Jack case.
Punches herself in the boob.
There's a pattern there just waiting to be discovered.
That's who the real master was all along.
Pattern? Oh, maybe. Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl. Lolly?
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was her lover.
I knew it!
Chihiro was a girl.
Exactly. I'm gonna turn off chat and stream because it's getting in the way, I noticed.
Oh, that big square thing?
Yeah, the chat box.
Yeah.
No one's talking anyway, so forgive. Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
It's a penis.
Ken Harada, Tetsuro... God damn it.
Tetsuhiro Honda.
I got it. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shokugeki.
Shoji Gaku.
I'm making a reference. Shut up. Shokugeki, 23. Kano Isai, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Komasuna Taro. Takafumi Gono. Uchida Sasuke.
Uchiha.
Hida, now here.
Takashi Masamune. Yuto
Masamune.
Yumajima. There was no end to it.
God damn it.
They were...
Say it right. They were all guys.
That's right! The people I kill with some passion and conviction are all adorable little men. I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl. And the mopey side of me just hates it.
Oh, Ifumi called it.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan, madam. What?
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. That's right, bitch. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect. That does make some amount of sense.
No, the line is that does makes some amount of sense. Nice
No!
mistake.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prize scissors. I missed one S. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid,
No, I
heavy
actually
dumbbell?
think that's grammatically incorrect. I think that was a typo.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, that
Maybe.
felt wrong to
Yeah.
read that S.
Yeah.
I purposely.
Yeah, that's why I'm pointing it out that Danganronpa is wrong.
Oh,
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
any scissors? Did you not hear me? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, any of the entire world scissors. So I don't understand how you weren't caught.
Okay, whatever. There still
Oh,
aren't
wait.
any in the school.
You must have been protected. Are you sure about that?
No.
Shing! Da 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 da!
Grr, she's fully equipped.
That's badass. That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot, so rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Grah.
Beautiful, Shatner. Please.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yeah.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah, that's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who copied the Genocide Jack cases.
Chihiro.
Select yourself.
No,
Yeah.
bro, it's
That's
Chihiro.
Togami.
It's Chihiro.
Yeah, it's Chihiro. She knew.
Byakuya. It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you? Are you saying that Tobogami did it?
Yes, that prick. Yes. Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So he rearranged a scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Ah, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what is your response?
Shatner all over.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now. The way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh, suspicious.
Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say. On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Didn't we not know who the victim was up until that point?
Yeah.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
Wait, no, I think we did know.
Go ahead, share
Wait,
with
I
the
don't
rest
remember.
of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I needed to make it clear to everyone.
A new
Okay.
element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down on the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot.
Why did it pause?
This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet.
Oh, I know what this is.
If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case.
Oh, okay.
When's the best time to flash back? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you?
I'd completely forgotten about this.
In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Okay.
So we have to use a flashback.
Okay. Monokuma file number 2. So you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body? But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely take it.
Of course you'd say that.
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I'm wishing you'd taken me with you.
God, you're so gross.
Fuck do you expect to see? Honestly, what are you gonna stare at gym clothes that you can already see?
So there's only two weak points here. Which one's the bullet and which one's the wrong one? It was before the thing happened, and then Chihiro.
The Chihiro thing because we didn't know who the victim was.
I thought we did because we were already searching and making,
Yeah, but we did not know it was Chihiro until we opened the door, so it's actually...
Oh, okay. Oh, before we found the body.
So how did he know it was Chihiro?
Objection! Break!
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed, but your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
What's with
Okay.
Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
Because he
There
thinks
must
he's
be more
one.
to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Thank you, Waifu-sama.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past...
Past. You cut off at past.
Oh, Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it
The
be?
extension cord!
Extension cord! Those are good. Those are all good. What's the difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? Oh, when I went to kill, I used my very own special scissors. And I used those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with the desk lamp. It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right, it absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
It was not rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'll tell you, I mean, damn.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Damn, initiating fucking slow-mo mode takes like 3 stars.
Oh.
The proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope. I guess it's possible, but first, the item she had been bound with was used like rope, but was it actually a rope?
No.
How do you not know the difference between a rope and an extension cord?
I know, right?
For real. So...
It was what Byakuya said.
Yeah, that he'd never seen that rope before in his life. Because it wasn't a rope, so he's actually not lying. Bam! You didn't say you're lying, Wolfgang.
Objection.
To what line?
Too
You said
late.
it before already.
I didn't hear him. If
yeah.
you said it this time.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
You have to say objection every time.
Because you want me to... Okay. Because you see that rope, or should I say... that extension cord. What? An extension
right.
cord?
Ropes don't have plugs.
Byakuya, you used that extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? The same extension cord that was in the library all this time. Went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Even Sayaka looks surprised. Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord.
Well, I mean, she is dead, so...
I can't imagine any possibility.
What
Any
a
other
surprise.
possibility? That's really what you think. Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing
You
it
talk
again.
way-
He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if that's what happened. Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagree.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
I'm sorry, but could we just hold on a second?
What?
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do you really need to? I already decided who did it.
I know, but still. There's something that's still bothering me. That's why I'm sweating, you see.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Jesus Christ.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remarks just now. There's something in there that concerns me.
The scene of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Except...
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later. Along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? The story suddenly moved to the crime scene Byakuya, who had been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else? Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. Need to just focus on those things that got switched.
Oh my god, why would Byakuya sell himself out so that
That's what
fucking
I'm wondering.
Suicide Jill could get out?
Which
Well,
one?
I mean, but like Genocide Jack definitely did not do it. But
Which
the-
one are we presenting?
the carpet.
The boys' locker room carpet. Or the two locker room
No,
posters.
first I have to prove the scenes were switched.
Oh. Okay.
Posters.
So, the posters. The game doesn't punish you for that, notice.
Nice.
For thinking ahead. The proof that she was killed somewhere else in the room. Somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake.
Oh my god, look at those scissors.
Let
Oh.
me cut them up.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band, Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura? I read Sakura and I was like, that's Sakura's line.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee.
Protein semen.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. I don't know why I wrote that as protate, and I was like, what is that?
Protate.
I'm sick.
It's okay.
Protein potato.
Yum. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
Seriously,
Boys locker room carpet.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
that's definitely the stain from my protein coffee. Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question: if the murder in the boys,
You cut off at if the murder.
if the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Uh-oh.
Here we go. To get into the locker room, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader.
Did you change it, Wolfgang? Server?
I did not.
Okay.
I'll do it now.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're moving from west.
Let me know when to go.
Okay, go ahead. Do it again.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her to access to the girls' locker room. Oops. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Whoa, Yasuhiro. I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Which one?
Broken E handbook.
Yes. Okay.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it. She must have hacked her E handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it.
Can't slow down
She
anymore.
used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
What?
If she had it, she could get into the boys' locker room, no problem.
Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she couldn't get into the boys' locker room.